One of my favorite ways as of late to utilize my Line 6 Helix is to use dual amps, and this is something I've covered in a few other videos. It really does open the door to so many possibilities and so many new sounds, combining complementary amps together. And today, I wanted to make a really cool rock preset utilizing two of my favorite amp models in the Helix, the Placater Dirty and the Solo Lead Crunch. I really like the way that these two amps complement each other, and I've created a 4-snapshot preset that doesn't go totally clean, but goes kind of like edge of breakup push tone, working its way all the way up to a heavier lead tone that's going to work for a lot of different rock music situations. And the full-blown preset, which I have available at the link below at my website, is going to also contain a full array of effects along with the 4 snapshots. But today I'm going to take you through how I made this and how I created this single snapshot preset, which will also be available at the link below for free at my website. You can grab that and mess around with it and get an idea of what I did combining these two amps together. I'll also let you hear the various snapshots from the full-blown ultimate preset that is available at the link below in a full production on a song from one of my first albums that I've recently redid with my good friend Marco Miniman playing drums on it, and I'm really happy with the way it came out, so I really do hope you enjoy hearing that as well. So without further ado, let's dive right over to HX Edit. All right, so here we are over in HX Edit, and you can see what I have here is similar to a normal template of mine. I have my little LA Studio comp at the end here. Unfortunately, there's just not enough processing power to get it up here on this top path since we are using 2 amps, 2 cabs, and some other processing. So I had to split this over 2 different paths to be able to fit everything in there. So starting at the end, we'll just go through this quick, very typical stuff for me. LA Studio comp, peak reduction at 5, gain at 5. This is just giving a very, very tiny amount of compression at the end of the chain, as I've talked about so much in the past. Low and high cut, I have the low cut at 100 hertz, high cut at 10 kilohertz. Pretty typical stuff that I like to do in a wide array of different presets. Probably one of my favorite reverbs, the dynamic ambience. So subtle, but just gives a real natural feel of just playing in a room. I have my settings here of a room size of 12, pre-delay at 5 milliseconds, damping at 5 kilohertz. Diffusion 50%. My favorite setting on the shape, late 100, mix at 38%. Moving on over to the low and high shelf EQ that I have in all the presets that I use for a number of reasons that I've talked about in the past. It's just a really wonderful way to be able to tweak a preset very quickly and intuitively to get great results regardless of the situation we're in. Low and high frequencies, as I oftentimes have set both at 650 hertz, very subtle use of it in this preset. All the frequencies below 650 drop by 1 dB, all the frequencies above boosted by 1 dB. But that's not where the real magic is happening. Where it is really happening is the way I combined together the Placater Dirty and the Solo Lead Crunch. Now, the Placater Dirty, first and foremost, is going through a 412 greenback 25 with a 121 ribbon on the cap edge, 3.75 inch distance. Now, I was really going for a warmer tone on the Placater Dirty, which is something I think it does really nicely, actually, when combined with the right microphone and cabinet, and going after more of an edgy tone on the Solo Lead Crunch, which is something I think it does very well as well. And I put that into a 412 Cali V30 cab. I wanted to go with something V30 loaded, using one of my favorite dynamic mics to use, a 7 dynamic on the cap edge, 1 inch back. So if we come over to the split block, you can see what I've done here. I have my guitar coming in on this top path, splitting, going a little heavier to path A, which is going to be the Placater Dirty, which have also been balanced utilizing the channel volumes of each amp. So this is a little more heavy towards the Placater. So let's do this. Let's take off all of these sweetener tracks except the dynamic ambience. I'm going to remember my setting of A15 here, but let's just head straight over to the Placater tone as we have it set here. So drive on 5.2, bass on 5.9, mids on 5.5, treble on 6.1, presence on 6.3, channel volume on 10, master 5.2, sag on 5, all of the extra functions here, the Harry Brown Eye, fat, C45, and saturation all off. So basically, this is what these particular settings on the Placater Dirty into this particular cab, with just a touch of dynamic ambience, is going to sound like with my Gibson Les Paul Standard 6. Always love that Placater Dirty tone. Now, if we move on over to all the way over to the solo lead crunch going through the previously mentioned 412 Cali V30. We have the drive on 6.7, the bass on 5.1, mid on 5.1, treble on 5.1, presence on 5.1, channel volume at 6, master on 5, and all the deeper functions were not touched. That is going to sound like this. Very different tone than we had on the Placater Dirty. So you can really hear the contrast between the two. But blended together is where I feel kind of maybe the magic lies. So I brought this blend in together. Keep in mind that the full-blown version of this is going to have 4 snapshots, and this is going to be the second level of gain that we're getting. But now I wanted to sweeten that up with all of these little sweetener blocks that I like to use often. The LA Studio Comp at the end, giving maybe a dB and a half to 2 dB of gain reduction. We'll come in here and we'll add in the low and high cut, just to polish things up a bit, and then a very subtle use of the low and high shelf. Works nice on different pickup selections onto the neck pickup. Go to the middle position. Back to the bridge. So I was really liking the way that that turned out, and I hope that you enjoy that too. As I said, this particular preset is available at the link below for free. Go grab it at my website. And if you like what you hear in that and you want the full-blown preset, together with multiple snapshots and a full array of effects, you can also grab that down there. All right, there you have it. What did you guys think? I hope you enjoyed taking a look and listen to that preset. On the way out, I'm going to let you hear how the various snapshots of the full-blown Dual Rock Ultimate preset work together in a mix. There's no other post-processing in this whatsoever in this mix. It's just the way that these tones sound as they are in the preset that you can grab at the link below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please like the video, share it with anybody you think would get some use or enjoyment out of watching it. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell notification to get notified when I put new content out. I'll be back very soon with some more. Hope you enjoy the music on the way out. Ciao for now.